Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Scott Thomas along with Charles Cookie Koger on Madison County Cable's coverage of Huntsville Eagle basketball. We greet you from the Court of Champions at Shiloh Christian Schools in Springdale. This is the championship game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. The championship game features the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Peter Ridge Blackhawks, the number 2 seed in the 1-4A conference tournament. The home team on the scoreboard will be your Huntsville Eagles, the conference champion, number 1 seed here in the 1-4A district tournament.
These student athletes have been competing at a high level all year. We're excited to see a very competitive championship.
And we're about ready for the starting lineups.
We would like to first recognize this year's conference champions. Let's give a big hand to the Huntsville Eagles, the 2015 1-4A conference champions.
The 1-4A. Yep.
Now for the starting lineups. For the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Blackhawks from P Ridge.
Starting lineups for P Ridge first.
At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 44.
Number 44, Joey Hall.
At guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 24.
At guard,
Weston.
number 24, Weston Church.
At guard, a 6'1" senior, number 33.
Number 33, senior, Zach Davis.
At 4, a 6'3" senior, number 22.
Number 22,
Shepard.
22, Blake Shepard.
And at 4, a 6'5" senior, number 2, Tristan Trundle.
And number 2, Tristan Trundle. They're coached by Trent Lloyd. And now the starting 5 for your conference champions, Huntsville Eagles.
The Eagles from Huntsville. At guard, a 6'1" sophomore.
Starting for Huntsville, sophomore guard, number 14, Jack Eaton.
At guard, a 6'1" junior, number 12, River.
Junior guard, number 12, River Gosfiner.
At 4, a 6'4" senior, number 43, Jose Aguilar.
Senior, post number 43, Jose Aguilar.
A 6'5" senior, number 25, Caleb.
Senior, post number 25, Caleb Kirk.
And at guard,
And
a
senior
6'2"
guard,
senior, number 5,
Number 5, Drew Garrett.
Garrett.
Your coaches for tonight's game, the head coach of the P Ridge Blackhawks is Trent Lloyd. They enter with an overall record of 20 wins and 8 losses. The Huntsville Eagles under head coach Jim Stafford enter with an overall record of 27 wins and 2 losses. The Eagles defeated Lincoln last night in the semifinals 59-47, while Peter Ridge downed Prairie Grove 48-35 in their semifinal. P Ridge in their road red uniforms with black numbers and trim. Huntsville home uniforms, home white uniforms, maroon numbers and trim. It'll be Caleb Kirk jumping center for Huntsville against Tristan Trundle for P Ridge. These two teams split on each other's home floor. Tip is won by Huntsville, and River Gosfiner will bring the ball up. On into the forecourt. Gosfiner, left free throw line extended to Jack Eaton, and Jose Aguilar. Aguilar looking to go to work to the hole, yes sir! Jose Aguilar with the first basket of the ball game. Huntsville leads P Ridge 2-0, 7:38 remains first quarter. Ball ahead to Zach Davis. Tristan Trundle reverses it now to Blake Shepard. On to goes, three-pointer up by Joey Hall is good. Joey Hall with his first basket of the ball game of 3. P Ridge leads Huntsville 3-2. There's 7:21 remaining first quarter. Caleb Kirk on the left wing now for the Eagles. To Drew Garrett towards the right corner. River Gosfiner rises for a 3. Rounds out, no good. Rebound pulled by Trundle for the Blackhawks. Here comes Joey Hall. Ahead now to Blake Shepard. Shepard up on the point. 3 shot up by Zach Davis off the back iron. No good. Rebound pulled in by Caleb Kirk for Huntsville. He'll leave it off for River Gosfiner. Gosfiner towards the left corner now. Kirk. 3 shot up. Rattles out. They'll go. Drew Garrett with the ball. Garrett to the 10. Back rattled out. No good. Rebound pulled by the Blackhawks. Ball tipped ahead now to Weston Church, and it goes back now to Joey Hall. Hall will spread it out a little bit. Drops it back now to Weston Church. Church ripping through with it. Three-pointer up by Hall is good. Second three of the ball game for Joey Hall. He has all 6 of the Blackhawk points. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 6-2. There's 6:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Then the Gosling with possession. Right side of forward to Caleb Kirk. And Jose Aguilar. Aguilar to the paint. In all the way. For the and one!
43, Jose Aguilar. Foul for number 2, Tristan Trundle.
Tristan Trundle charged with his first personal foul for Pea Ridge. First team foul against the Blackhawks. And a chance at an old-fashioned three for the senior post Aguilar. Free throw attempt up, rattled out, no good rebound pulled by Trundle. Jose Aguilar has all 4 of the Eagle points. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 6-4 as we head towards 6 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Weston Church, left wing now to Blake Shepard. Free throw line to Tristan Trundle. Trundle, back now to Shepard. Shepard needing some help now. On to Joey Hall. Hall, back now. And it's reversed towards the left corner now to Shepard. Shepard up on the point now to Church. Church into the paint. Runner. Offensive foul on Weston Church. Church with his first personal foul for Pea Ridge. 2 team fouls now against the Blackhawks. Charge was taken by Caleb Kirk. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. 6-4 lead for Pea Ridge over Huntsville. Drew Garrett towards the right wing now. Jackie into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar to work again. Left corner, River Gosfinger, 3 shot up and good! First basket of the game for River Gosfinger is a 3. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 7-6. There's 5:10 remaining first quarter. Joey Hall on into the forecourt. Huntsville man-to-man defensively. Hall driving. Gets the ball to Tristan Trundle for the basket. Trundle with his first basket of the game. He has 2 points. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 8-7. 4:52 remains here in the first quarter. Drew Garrett with possession. Left wing now, Caleb Kirk into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar is called for the hook.
Offensive foul on 43, Jose Aguilar.
Jose Aguilar with his first personal foul for Huntsville, first team foul against the Eagles. 4:43 remaining first quarter. Pea Ridge up on Huntsville 8-7. Joey Hall in the forecourt. On to Weston Church now. Church into the paint. Dropping it off now to Tristan Trundle for a 17-footer. No good. Rebound. Called by Caleb Kirk for Huntsville. And here's River Gosfinger in the forecourt. Gosfinger all the way to the paint. Yes, sir. River Gosfinger up to 5 points on the game now. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 9-8. 4:12 remains first quarter. Joey Hall in the forecourt now. Bouncing down to Blake Shepard. Shepard ripping through with it. Shepard still with it to the 10. No good. Rebound pulled with Caleb Kirk for Huntsville. Kirk on into the forecourt. Kirk on to Jackie, left wing now, Drew Garrett. Up top, River Gosfinger. Gosfinger, left corner. 3-pointer up by Garrett. No good. Ball tipped out of bounds. Off the Blackhawk last, it was off Trundle. It will remain Huntsville basketball. Here comes Brenton Caudle into the game now for Pea Ridge. Caudle will replace Tristan Trundle. Ball being down by Jack Eaton, right baseline. Right wing, Drew Garrett up top to River Gosfinger. Right back now to Eaton, free throw line extended towards the right corner now, Garrett. On to Eaton. Eaton backs it out now. Eaton still with possession. On to Gosfinger. He shoots from 18. No good. Rebound pulled by Blake Shepard for Pea Ridge. There's Joey Hall with possession now. Hall stops, wheels, shoots it. He'll go to the free throw line. River Gosfinger is charged with his first personal foul for Huntsville. Second team foul now against the Eagles. 2 shots now for Joey Hall. First shot up, back iron and out, no good. Hall, second free throw attempt on the way. Rimmed out, no good. Rebound, ball, Caleb Kirk. 3:18 remaining in the first quarter. Huntsville leading Pea Ridge 9-8. Drew Garrett, right corner Jackie, into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar, double team. Aguilar needs help, kicked away. Aguilar, a foul detected against Pea Ridge, against Zach Davis. Davis with his first personal foul, 3 team fouls now against the Hawks. Ball in play to Caleb Kirk. Kirk rips through with it. And he'll go to the free throw line. Blake Shepard is charged with his first personal foul for Pea Ridge. 14 fouls now against the Blackhawks. Caleb Kirk at the line with his first 2 free throw attempts of the game for Huntsville. Kirk's first shot on the way, good. Kirk's second free throw attempt on the way, got them both. Caleb Kirk with his first 2 points of the ball game. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 11-8. There's 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Weston Church with possession, dropping it off to Joey Hall. Crossing it over to Blake Shepard. Left wing now goes to Zach Davis. Up top, Church. Ball reverses now to Shepard. On to Hall with a 3 shot. Good. 3 threes on the game for Joey Hall. He's up to 9 points total. Huntsville and Pea Ridge are tied at 11-all with 2:37 remaining here in the first quarter. Jack Eaton shoots a 3 and hits! Jack Eaton's first basket of the ball game is a 3. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 14-11. There's 2:23 remaining in the first quarter. Joey Hall is forecourt now for the Blackhawks. Hall still with possession. On now to Zach Davis. Davis dropping it off now, Weston Church. On to Britton Caudle. Caudle to Blake Shepard now. Shepard, left corner now. Caudle. Caudle driving across, shooting. No good. Rebound, Drew Garrett for Huntsville. With 1:54 remaining here in the first. Oh, Jose Aguilar. Tried it. The Gospiner tried to pass him there. Aguilar was unsuccessful. Tristan Trundle back in the ball game now for Pea Ridge, joined by number 5, Nick Hardy. 1:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Huntsville leading Pea Ridge 14-11. And Nick Hardy will bring it into the forecourt. Left side of the floor now to Blake Shepard. On to Tristan Trundle. Reverses it to Joey Hall. Hardy on to Caudle. Reverses it to Shepard now. Shepard sets up on the point. Right free throw line extended to Hardy. Over to Caudle. Caudle, left wing Shepard, 3 shot up. No good. Rebound Caleb Kirk for Huntsville with 1:20 remaining here in the first. River Gospiner with possession. Gospiner will back it out now. Crossing it right side, Drew Garrett towards the right corner now to Caleb Kirk. Kirk up top to Eaton. Jack Eaton into Jose Aguilar to the 10, no good. Rebound for Joey Hall for Pea Ridge. 1 minute remaining here in the first quarter, pardon me. Aguilar blocks Hall and ends up back with Hardy. Hardy with the floater gets it. Nick Hardy with his first basket of the game, he has 2 points. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 14-13, 45 seconds remaining first quarter. Over Gospiner, left wing now to Caleb Kirk. Kirk maintaining possession towards the left corner, Gospiner. And Jose Aguilar. Aguilar to Drew Garrett towards the right corner now, Jack Eaton. Eaton looking to drive. Eaton, a foul detected against Pea Ridge. Charged Nick Hardy. Hardy with his first personal foul. 5 team fouls now against the Blackhawks. Cole Wright, number 10, checking in for Pea Ridge, and number 4, Christian Kane, now in for Huntsville. Kane replaces Drew Garrett. Ball in play to River Gospiner, up top to Jack Eaton. Eaton in play to Caleb Kirk. Kirk ripping through with it. He was fouled. Cole Wright charged with his first personal foul for Pea Ridge. 16 fouls now against the Blackhawks. Jack Eaton will inbound it. And play River Gospiner. Gospiner stops and scores it. River Gospiner up to 7 points on the game now. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 16-13. 10 seconds remaining here in the first. Nick Hardy with possession. Hardy, ahead it goes now to Cole Wright. 4 seconds. Back to Hardy. Hardy doesn't know the time. He doesn't know the time, and that's the end of the first quarter. here at Shiloh Christian Schools in 10th game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. Huntsville Eagles up on the Pea Ridge Blackhawks 16-13. We're back with the second quarter play in just a second. This is Eagle basketball. Well, Darnell might be the third. Scott Thomas back with Charles Cookie Koger. We're about ready to start the second quarter of play here from Shiloh Christian Schools in Springdale. Championship game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. It's the Huntsville Eagles leading the Pea Ridge Blackhawks 16-13. It'll be Pea Ridge ball starting the second quarter. The five on the floor for the Eagles are number 12, River Gossminger, number 25, Caleb Kirk, number 43, Jose Aguilar, number 4, Christian Kane, number 14, Jack Eaton. Eagles with 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore on the floor. Weston Church with it now for the Hawks. Ball goes inside, back cut, good. To Zach Davis. Davis's first basket of the game, he has 2 points. 16-15 lead for Huntsville over Pea Ridge. 7:38 remains here in the first half. Caleb Kirk all the way in, yes sir! Caleb Kirk up to 4 points on the game now. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 18-15, 7:26 remains here in the first half. Nick Hardy with possession around the screen from Trundle. Up top to Britton Caudle. Into Tristan Trundle. Trundle was fouled. I think they're going to get Jack Eaton with it. We'll check it. Jack Eaton is charged with his first personal foul for Huntsville. 3 team fouls now against the Eagles. And Tristan Trundle will be at the line for his first 2 free throw attempts in the game from Pea Ridge. First shot by Trundle on the way, good. Blake Shepard back in the game for the Blackhawks. He's replacing Britton Caudle. Trundle's second free throw attempt on the way. Rattled out, no good. Rebound pulled by Caleb Kirk. Tristan Trundle has 3 points on the game now. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 18-16. They're 7-11 remaining here in the first half. Ball goes into Jose Aguilar. Right back out to Jackie. Right back into Aguilar. Aguilar fouled by Trundle. Tristan Trundle charged with his second personal foul for Pea Ridge. 17 fouls. 17 fouls now against the Blackhawks. Britton Caudle back in, replacing Trundle. And Jose Aguilar is at the line with a 1-and-1 opportunity for the Eagles. Aguilar's free throw attempt on the way. Front iron no good. And ball saved and played. It's the Hawks. Here's Nick Hardy in the forecourt now with 6:58 remaining here in the first half. 18-16 lead for Huntsville. Zach Davis driving on across. Gets the ball to Britton Caudle. Hands it off to Weston Church. Church was fouled. After Jose Aguilar with the foul. Aguilar with his second personal foul for Huntsville. 14 fouls now against the Eagles. 2 shots on the way now for Weston Church. His first free throw attempt for the ball game. Church's first shot is good. Church's second free throw attempt also good. First 2 points of the game for the sophomore Weston Church. Huntsville and Pea Ridge are tied at 18 all with 6:44 remaining in the first half. Christian Kane, left side of the floor, reverses it to Jackie, looking to drive. Right corner now, River Gossminger for a 3 shot. Long, no good, rebound pulled by Weston Church for the Blackhawks. Church still with possession all the way to the 10. He'll go to the free throw line and with foul by Caleb Kirk. Kirk charged with his first personal foul for Huntsville. 15th foul against the Eagles. And Weston Church is at the line, 2 free throw attempts. First shot by Church on the way, good. That gives Pea Ridge the lead, now at 19-18. Second free throw attempt by Church on the way, rattled out, no good. Rebound pulled by Caleb Kirk. That's Church's first free throw miss of the night. He's now 3 out of 4 for all 3 of his points. Pea Ridge up on Huntsville, 19-18 with 6:16 remaining here in the first half. Shot up by Jack Eaton, no good. Rebound pulled long by Blake Shepard. That bed, Zach Davis shot, no good. Ball's tipped around by River Gossminger for Huntsville. Gossminger behind his back on in the full court. Gossminger to Caleb Kirk was tipped away. Blake Shepard out of bounds. Nice hands by the senior defender there, Shepard. It will remain Huntsville basketball with 6 minutes remaining first half of play. 19-18 the lead for P. Ridge over Huntsville. Left wing Jackie into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar to the 10, yes sir! Jose Aguilar up to 6 points on the game now. Huntsville with the lead again over P. Ridge. This time it's 20-19. 5:45 remains here in the first half of play. Ball goes to Blake Shepard. Up on the point now, Weston Church. Church right sideline now, Nick Hardy. Up on the point, Zach Davis. Davis dropping it off to Church for a 3-shot. Actually, it's a long 2.
Shit ball in bounds. You can't close
Timeout, P. Ridge.
Long 2 scored by Weston Church. A timeout taking a full. It's a full timeout taken by P. Ridge. Will take it with him. 5:28 remains in the first half. 21-20 lead for the Blackhawks. We're back in just a second. This is Nassau County Cable. 5:28 remaining in the first half here at Shiloh Christian Schools Championship game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. It's the P. Ridge Blackhawks leading the Huntsville Eagles 21-20. The ball is inbounded to River Gospiner, and the junior point will bring it on into the full court. Gospiner tossing it now to Christian Kane towards the right corner now. Jackie back up top to Kane. Left corner now, Gospiner. Gospiner, Kane now. Kane, left wing now, Gospiner to the baseline. Foul against P. Ridge. Zach Davis is charged with a second personal foul for P. Ridge. 18 fouls now against the Blackhawks. And River Gospiner is at the line with a 1-and-1 opportunity. This is Gospiner's first free throw attempt in the ball game. First shot by Gospiner on the way good. He'll get the bonus. We're tied again, this time at 21 all. Gospiner second free throw attempt, back iron out, no good. Rebound pulled by Weston Church.
Get up there, work hard.
8 points on the game now for River Gospiner. 21 all to score 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Weston Church driving. Church, fadeaway jumper, got it. Weston Church is up to 7 points on the game now. P. Ridge again with the lead. This time at 23-21. 4:47 remaining here in the first half. River Gospiner with possession. Right free throw line extended Christian Kane. Kane backs it out now. Kane, right wing now, Jackie. Ball goes into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar wheel, shoots, and gets it! Jose Aguilar. That's 8 points on the game now. Huntsville and P. Ridge tied again at 23 all this time with 4:20 remaining in the first half. Ball goes to Cottle. It's an offensive foul on Britton Cottle. Cottle with his first personal foul for P. Ridge. 19 fouls now against the Blackhawks. Here comes River Gospiner back. Gospiner with possession now after receiving the pass from Christian Kane. Gospiner left wing now to Jack Eaton. Eaton still with possession. Gets it down to Caleb Kirk. Kirk driving on across on Christian Kane. Kane back to Kirk. Kirk into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar wheel shoots. No good. Rebound pulled by Blake Shepard for P. Ridge. Joey Hall ahead now to Weston Church. Under Zach Davis with a 3-shot. No good. Rebound Caleb Kirk for Huntsville. 3:37 remaining here in the first half. Kirk, left side, River Gospiner. Deep on the left wing now, Jack Eaton. Up to Christian Kane. Kane on to Eaton. Eaton, Kirk now. Kirk with a 3-shot up. Rattled out, no good. Rebound pulled in by Davis for P. Ridge. Here comes Joey Hall back, taken away by River Gospiner. Gospiner was fouled by Joey Hall. That'll be Hall's first personal foul for P. Ridge. 10 team fouls now against the Blackhawks. And so River Gospiner will shoot 2 on the double bonus for Huntsville. Gospiner's first free throw attempt on the way, rattles out, no good. Here comes Paul Wright. Right, replacing Zach Davis.
Right there, Chris.
Gosviner's second free throw attempt. On the way, rattled out, no good rebound, pulled by Britton Cottle. 3:10 remains in here in the first half of the 1-4A Senior High District Tournament Championship game with Huntsville and Pea Ridge tied at 23 all. Ball goes inside to Cottle and he was fouled by Jose Aguilar. Jose Aguilar with his third personal foul for Huntsville. 16 fouls now against the Eagles. And Britton Cottle will be at the line with his first two free throw attempts of the night for Pea Ridge. First shot by Cottle on the way, rattled out, no good. Here comes Drew Garrett back in the game for Huntsville. He replaces Jose Aguilar. Aguilar out with three personal fouls. Cottle's second free throw attempt. On the way, got that one. Britton Cottle, that's his first point of the ball game. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 24-23, 2:55 remaining in the first half. Ball goes in, Caleb Kirk. A foul detected against Pea Ridge.
Go, go, go.
Against Blake Shepard. Shepard with his second personal foul. Caleb Kirk at the line with two free throw attempts for the Eagles. Kirk's first shot on the way, good. Ties the game up at 24. Nick Hardy back in now for the Hawks. Replacing Shepard. Kirk's second free throw attempt. On the way, gives Huntsville the lead. Caleb Kirk now 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. He's up to 6 points total. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 25-24, 2:48 remains here in the first half. Hold right with possession, right sideline. To Weston Church. Church driving on across to Nick Hardy. Hardy into the paint. Hardy in the corner now. It's Joey Hall. Back up top it goes to Church. And it goes Britton Caldwell. Foul detected against Drew Garrett for Huntsville. Garrett with his first personal foul. 17 fouls now against the 17 fouls now against the Eagles. And Britton Cottle will be at the line with the 1-and-1 for Pea Ridge. Cottle's first free throw attempt on the way. Good, he'll get the bonus. We're tied again, this time at 25 all. Cottle's second free throw attempt, the bonus attempt on the way. Got that one. Britton Cottle's now 3 out of 4 from the free throw line for all 3 of his points. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 26-25, 2:28 remains here in the first half.
Oh, call it!
On to Drew Garrett, reverse down, Christian Payton. West now to Gosvinger. Up top to Eaton, reverses it to Kane. Kane on to Gosvinger. Gosvinger into the paint, pulls up, shoots it, no good. Rebound pulled by the Blackhawks. Pulled in by Nick Hardy. Ahead now to Weston Church. Church to the 10. Gotcha. Weston Church with 9 points off the game now, all of them here in the second quarter. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 28-25. Three-pointer Caleb Kirk. Yes, sir. Caleb Kirk with his first 3 of the ball game. The senior is up to 9 points total. Pea Ridge and Huntsville are tied at 28 all, 1:37 remains here in the first half. Timeout taken by Trent Lloyd for Pea Ridge. 30-second timeout taken by the Blackhawks. Will keep it here. 1:34 remains in the first half with Huntsville and Pea Ridge tied at 28 all. Here's the scoring summary. First for the Blackhawks, Tristan Trundle has 3. Britton Cottle has 3. Weston Church has 9. Zach Davis has 2. Joey Hall with 9. Nick Hardy with 2. For Huntsville, River Gosfinger has 8. Jack Eaton with 3. Caleb Kirk has 9. Jose Aguilar with 8. Winner of this game will be the 1-4A District Tournament champions and will be the number 1 seed to the 4A North Regional next week at Pottsville. The winner will play next Wednesday, February the 25th at 5:30 in Pottsville. The loser will be the 2nd seed. They'll play Thursday night at 8:30. Thursday night the 26th at 8:30 in Pottsville. Joey Hall with possession for the Hawks. Ball goes inside, shot up by Cottle, good for the end one. Drew Garrett is charged with his 2nd personal foul for Huntsville, 18 fouls now against the Eagles. And Britton Cottle attempts an old-fashioned 3 for Pea Ridge. Cottle's free throw attempt on the way, good. Britton Cottle now 4 out of 5 from the free throw line. He's up to 6 points total. Pea Ridge up on Huntsville, 31-28. There's 1:15 remaining here in the first half. And a hold inside against the Hawks. Against Britton Cottle. That'll be Cottle's 2nd personal foul for Pea Ridge. Caleb Kirk at the line with 2 free throw attempts. Kirk's first shot on the way, rattled out, no good. Here comes Lance Buttry into the game now for Pea Ridge. Buttry replacing Britton Cottle.
River!
Second shot by Kirk is no good. Rebound pulled by the Blackhawks. Pulled in by Weston Church. 1:08 remains here in the first half. 31-28 lead for Pea Ridge over Huntsville. Cole Wright with possession. Left side for Weston Church. Reverses it to Nick Hardy. Right free throw line extended. Wright was fouled on the play by Jack Eaton. Jack Eaton charged with a 2nd personal foul for Huntsville. 19 fouls now against the Eagles. And that sends Cole Wright to line. 1-and-1 opportunity. This is Wright's first free throw attempt of the ball game. Wright's first shot on the way, good. He'll get the bonus. Wright's bonus free throw attempt on the way, got them both. First 2 points of the game for Cole Wright. Pea Ridge up on Huntsville, 33-28, 54 seconds remaining here in the first half. There's a Gosping. Right wing now to Jack Eaton. Eaton skipping the left wing, Drew Garrett. Up top, Christian Kane. Eaton, right corner now to River Gospina. On to Eaton. Garrett, left wing now, Kane. Into Caleb Kirk. Kirk spins, shoots, and gets it. Caleb Kirk is into double figures now with 11. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville, 33-30, 24 seconds remains here in the first half. Nick Hardy with possession. Reverses the ball to Lance Buttry. Buttry drops it back to Weston Church at the center circle. Church, back now to Joey Hall with 10 seconds. Hall around the screen. Hall still with it. Foul detected against Huntsville. Drew Garrett is charged with his 3rd personal foul for Huntsville. 10-team foul against the Eagles. And Joey Hall is at the line, 2 free throw attempts for Pea Ridge. First shot up, good. Here comes Alex Pemberton into the game for Huntsville for the first time, replacing Drew Garrett. Second free throw attempt by Hall on the way is good. Joey Hall now 2 out of 4 from the free throw line. He's into double figures now with 11. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 35-32 seconds. Gosping gets the shot away, but that's off the mark, and that's the end of the first half of play here at Shiloh Christian Schools in Springdale. This is the championship game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. It's the Pea Ridge Blackhawks up on the Huntsville Eagles, 35-30. We'll be back with the second half of play in just a second. This is Huntsville Eagle basketball on Madison County Cable. Scott Thomas back with Charles Cookie Colger starting the second half of play here at Shiloh Christian Schools in Springdale championship game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. 35-30 leads for Pea Ridge. 3 shots up by Christian Kane. No good. Long carom claimed by Zach Davis for the Blackhawks. And Joey Hall bringing the ball ahead. Hall reverses the ball now to Zach Davis. Davis crosses it over now to Blake Shepard. Shepard looking for some back cuts on to Tristan Trundle. Trundle, left wing now Davis. Davis up top, Trundle. Trundle, right side now Weston Church. Church into the paint. Blocked away by Caleb Kirk, and Kirk plucks it out of the air. Now is it on to Christian Kane, 7:10 remaining here in the third quarter. 35-30 lead for Pea Ridge over Huntsville. Caleb River Gospel driving all the way in, shot no good. Rebound pulled by the Hawks. Ball right there to touch it off Church, out of bounds. It'll be Huntsville basketball, 6:57 remaining in the third quarter. 35-30 lead for the Blackhawks over Huntsville. Here's River Goswiener with possession. Crosses it to Jack Eaton. Eaton to Christian Kane. Right wing now Goswiener. Goswiener to the baseline now. Jose Aguilar right back to Goswiener. Goswiener wheeling, shooting, scoring. River Goswiener into double figures now with 10. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 35-32. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Ball's out of bounds off the Hawks. It'll be Huntsville basketball, 6:27 remaining here in the third. Ball being inbound by Christian Kane. In play River Goswiener and the junior bring it in the forecourt. Right free throw line extended now Kane up on the point. Three-pointer up, Caleb Kirk short, no good. Rebound pulled by the Blackhawks. Here comes Weston Church back. Church in all the way. Blocking foul called on Kirk. Caleb Kirk is charged with his second personal foul for Huntsville. First team foul of the half against the Eagles. And Weston Church is at the line with 2 free throw attempts for Pea Ridge. First shot by Church on the way, rattled out, no good. Church's second free throw attempt on the way, rattles out, no good. Rebound pulled by Jose Aguilar. 6:12 remains here in the third quarter, 35-32 lead for Huntsville over Pea Ridge, for Pea Ridge over Huntsville, pardon me. Ball comes up top, Christian Kane on to Jack Eaton, just left the point, into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar, back up top to Kane, Christian Kane. Kane backs it out now. Kane on to River Goswiener. Goswiener, left side of the floor now Eaton, into Aguilar. Aguilar on to Kane, right back into Aguilar. Aguilar spinning to the baseline. Foul call prior to the shot going up. Tristan Trundle charged with his third personal foul for Pea Ridge. First team foul of the half against the Blackhawks, and Britton Cottle takes Trundle's place in the Pea Ridge lineup. Jack Eaton will inbound for Huntsville. In play, it goes to Caleb Kirk. Kirk driving, pulling up, shooting, and scoring. Caleb Kirk, 13 points on the ball game now for the seniors. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 35-34, 5.5 minutes remaining in the third. Joey Hall off to Weston Church. Church, back now Zach Davis. Towards the corner now Blake Shepard. Back up top to Church. Church driving all the way in. Blocked by Kirk, and Kirk pulls it for Huntsville. River Goswiener, the junior point guard, on in the forecourt. Goswiener into the paint. Goswiener ducking under. He's called for steps. .505 remains here in the third quarter. 35-34 is the lead now for Pea Ridge over Huntsville. Joey Hall with possession. Crosses over. Now ball goes inside. Taken away by Christian Kane for Huntsville. Kane coming back all the way to Caleb Kirk. To the 10. Yes! Caleb Kirk up to 15 points on the game. Trent Williams going to take a timeout for Pea Ridge. It'll be a 30. We'll keep it here. 4:44 remains in the third quarter. Huntsville leading Pea Ridge 36-35. Here's quick scoring summary. First for the Blackhawks. 3 points for Tristan Trundle, 6 for Britton Cottle, 9 for Weston Church, 2 for Zach Davis, 11 for Joey Hall, 2 for Nick Hardy, and 2 for Cole Wright. For Huntsville, River Goswiener has 10, Jack Eaton with 3. Caleb Kirk has 15. Jose Aguilar has 8. Reminder that the winner of this game will be the number 1 seed from the 1-4A conference in the 4A North Regional at Huntsville next week. The winner of this game will play next Wednesday night, February 25th at 5:30 against the number 4 seed from the 4-4A. The loser of this game will play on Thursday night, February 26th at 8:30 against the 3rd seed from the 4-4A. Joey Hall brings the ball into the forecourt now for P Ridge. Ball taken away by Caleb Kirk for Huntsville. 2-on-1 coming back to Eagles. Goes to Kane. Yes! Christian Kane's first basket of the ball game. He has 2 points. Huntsville leads P Ridge 38-35. 4:21 remains in the 3rd quarter. Joey Hall with possession. Ball kept away by River Gosling around the bounce and will remain P Ridge basketball in the forecourt. The ball will be triggered in by Blake Shepard. Shepard in the backcourt. It goes to Joey Hall. And Hall will bring it ahead for the Hawks with 4:10 remaining here in the 3rd. Hall. Ball goes to the elbow. Now Britton Cottle. Cottle to the hole. Blocked away. And they're going to get Caleb Kirk fouling Cottle from behind.
Foul on number 25.
Caleb Kirk with his 3rd personal foul for Huntsville. 2nd team foul now against the Eagles. And Britton Cottle will be at the line. 2 free throw attempts for P Ridge. Cottle's first free throw attempt on the way. Back iron out, no good. Cottle's 2nd free throw attempt. On the way, got that one. Britton Cottle is now 5 out of 7 from the free throw line. He's up to 7 points total. Huntsville leads P Ridge 38-36, 3:54 remains here in the 3rd quarter. River Gosvinger left wing to the baseline now. Gosvinger still with possession. Foul called on the drive against P Ridge. Joey Hall is charged with a 2nd personal foul for P Ridge. 2nd team foul now against the Blackhawks. Ball, Eaton with a smart play off the backside of Cottle, and he'll go to the free throw line. Zach Davis charged with his 3rd personal foul for P Ridge. 3 team fouls now against the Hawks. And that sends Jack Eaton to the line. His first 2 free throw attempts of the ball game for Huntsville. First shot by Eaton on the way, rattled out, no good. Here comes Cole Wright back in the game for P Ridge. Wright replaces Zach Davis. Eaton's 2nd free throw attempt on the way. Got that one. Jack Eaton 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. He's up to 4 points total. Huntsville leads P Ridge 39-36. 3:42 remains in the 3rd quarter. Joey Hall with possession for the Hawks. Crosses over. 3-pointer up by Weston Church. Good.
3-point basket.
First 3 of the game for Weston Church. He's into double figures now with 12. Huntsville and P Ridge tied at 39. All their 3:26 remaining. 3-pointer. Caleb Kirk. Yes! Caleb Kirk's 2nd 3 of the ball game. 18 points on the game now for the senior. 42-39 lead for Huntsville over P Ridge. 3:12 remains 3rd quarter. Blake Shepard. Ball goes free throw line extended now. Cole Wright back up top. Weston Church. Church on to Joey Hall for a 3 shot. Good. Joey Hall's 4th 3 of the ball game. He's up to 14 points total. Huntsville and P Ridge tied at 42 all. 2:50 remains in the 3rd. Jack Eaton up top. Christian Kane. Kane with a 3 shot up. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound. Foul on P Ridge. Britton Cottle is charged with his 3rd personal foul for P Ridge. 14 fouls now against the Blackhawks. Ball being inbounded by Jack Eaton, right baseline for the Eagles. In play goes Christian Kane, right wing now Caleb Kirk. Kirk driving on cross. Kirk was fouled, 2-hand. Blake Shepard is charged with his 3rd personal foul for P Ridge. 5 team fouls now against the Hawks. Jack Eaton will inbound it right baseline. And here comes the substitution. Nick Hardy back in the game for P Ridge. Hardy will replace Blake Shepard. Ball will be inbounded by Jack Eaton, right baseline for the Eagles. Eaton then play to Caleb Kirk. Kirk up strong with it. Yes, sir. Caleb Kirk with 20 points on the game now. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 44-42, 2:24 remains third quarter. Cole Wright, left free throw line extended for the Hawks. Ball tipped around, played back by Nick Hardy. Hardy, I don't know how he pulled that out. Ends up back with Wright on, back to Hardy with 2:10 remaining in the third. Nick Hardy, right side of the floor, now Joey Hall. Hall was fouled on the play by Christian Kane. Kane's first personal foul for Huntsville. Third team foul of the half against the Eagles. Ball will be inbounded by Joey Hall, right baseline for Pea Ridge. Then played to Britton Cottle. Top to Nick Hardy. Hardy, right corner now, Cole Wright. Wright driving on across. Wright needing some help now. Back up on the point now. Hall. Hall driving all the way to the 10s with the reverse layup. Joey Hall up to 16 points on the game now. Huntsville and Pea Ridge tied at 44 all with 1:42 remaining here in the third. Jose Aguilar going to work, shooting. No good. Rebound pulled by Nick Hardy for the Pea Ridge Blackhawks. Hardy looking to drive. Left corner, three shot up. No good. Rebound Jack Eaton for Huntsville. Eaton up ahead the floor to River Gosfinger. 1:22 remains here in the third. Caleb Kirk driving the baseline. Kirk comes out from underneath. No good. Rebound claimed by Weston Church for Pea Ridge, and here comes Church back. Church, ball tipped away. It's out of bounds. Nice play by Christian Kane. It will remain Pea Ridge basketball. Lance Buttrey back in the game now for the Blackhawks. Buttrey replacing Weston Church. 1:10 remains third quarter. Huntsville and Pea Ridge tied at 44 all. And play Joey Hall. On to Cole Wright. Right back to Hall on the right wing. Three shot up. No good. Rebound River Gosfinger for Huntsville. Gosfinger in the forecourt. 58 seconds remaining here in the third. Jack Eaton with it now for the Eagles. Eaton. Towards the right corner now, River Gosfinger. Gosfinger to the baseline. Gosfinger comes out from underneath and gets it. River Gosfinger with 12 points on the game now. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 46-44, 36 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Britton Cottle with possession now. Cottle's going to keep possession. Close to the timeline. Now watch Cottle driving. He's awfully good at driving with the basketball. He drops it off to Nick Hardy with 14 seconds to go here in the third. Nick Hardy still with it. Head now, Joey Hall under Lance Buttrey. 5 seconds to go. Hardy almost lost it. Throws up a prayer, no good. And it goes to Buttrey, and he doesn't make it. That's the end of the third quarter. Here's Shiloh Christian Schools in Springdale. Championship game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. It's a 46-44 lead for the Huntsville Eagles over the Pea Ridge Blackhawks. We're back with fourth quarter play in just a second. This is Eagle basketball on Madison County Cable. Starting the fourth quarter here at Shiloh Christian Schools in Springdale. Championship game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. It's the Huntsville Eagles leading the Pea Ridge Blackhawks 46-44. There'll be Pea Ridge ball to start the fourth. On the floor for the Eagles are number 4, Christian Kane, number 12, River Gosfinger, number 14, Jack Eaton, number 25, Caleb Kirk, and number 43, Jose Aguilar. Eagles, 3 seniors, a junior, and a sophomore on the floor. Ball in play to Nick Hardy in the backcourt. Hardy on the forecourt against River Gosfinger. Hardy still with it. Tipped away, taken away by Christian Kane. And it goes to Caleb Kirk all the way down the left side. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Caleb Kirk with 22 points on the game now. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 48-44, 7:38 remains fourth quarter. Blake Shepard with possession. The Weston Church. Church brings it right side of the floor now. Church looking for some back cuts maybe. On Britton Cottle. Backs it off now to Zach Davis. Davis around the little screen from Cottle. Back now to Britton Cottle. Cottle crosses over, three-pointer up. Good, Weston Church. Weston Church's second three of the ball game. He's up to 15 points total. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 48-47. 7:03 remains fourth quarter. Caleb Kirk, left corner, three shot up. Back iron and out, no good. Rebound pulled by the Hawks. Pulled in by Caudill. And here's Zach Davis back. Kicked away by Caleb Kirk. And then back with Weston Church. Church on to Nick Hardy. He shoots a three and hits it. Nick Hardy, his first three of the ball game. He's up to 5 points total. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 50-48. 6:38 remains fourth quarter. Christian Kane works the left corner. Jackie back up top to Kane. Three shot up. Front iron, no good. Rebound pulled by Caudill for the Hawks. Here comes Zach Davis back from Pea Ridge. Davis dropping it back to Nick Hardy. Hardy brings it right side, floor around the screen for Caudill. Hardy with the floater. Got it! Nick Hardy up to 7 points on the game now. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 52-48. 6:08 remains fourth quarter. Full timeout taken with Jim Stafford for Huntsville. We'll take it along with him. 6:04 remains in the fourth quarter. The score is Pea Ridge 52, Huntsville 48. We're back in just a second. This is Eagle basketball on Madison County Cable. 6:04 remaining in the fourth quarter here at Shiloh Christian Schools in Springdale. Championship game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. Pea Ridge Blackhawks up on the Huntsville Eagles 52-48 as we hit 6 minutes remaining in the fourth. Caleb Kirk on the right wing. Tosses it to Christian Kane. Kane with the ball fake. Left wing Jackie. Back up top it goes to Kane. Kane still with possession. Call for a palming. It'll be Pea Ridge basketball with 5:48 remaining here in the fourth. Huntsville will go a little bit full court pressure now. Ball being mounded by Blake Shepard. And plays Hardy up ahead now. Shepard. Zach Davis, but he took steps with it. It'll be Huntsville basketball, 5:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. 52-48 lead for Pea Ridge over the Eagles. Here's River Gosfinger with possession for Huntsville. Gosfinger, left wing Christian Kane. Back up top, Gosfinger, three shot up. Yes! River Gosfinger's second three of the ball game. He's up to 15 points total. Pea Ridge leads Huntsville 52-51. 5:17 remains in the fourth quarter. Britton Caudill with possession for the Hawks. Inside it goes, shot up. In the end, one. Scored by Zach Davis. Jack Eaton was his third personal foul for Huntsville. 14 fouls now against the Eagles. And here comes Joey Hall back in the game for the Blackhawks, replacing Nick Hardy. And Davis testing an old-fashioned three for Pea Ridge. This is Davis's first free throw attempt in the ball game. Shot up on the way, front iron, no good. Rebound. A foul detected against Pea Ridge. Against Britton Caudill. That's Caudill's fourth personal foul for Pea Ridge. 16 fouls now against the Hawks. Tristan Treadle will replace Caudill. 5:10 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Pea Ridge up on Huntsville, 54-51. Christian Kane with possession. Tosses it to Jack Eaton. Set shot three. Tied! Jack Eaton, second three of the ball game. He's up to 7 points total. Huntsville and Pea Ridge are tied at 54, all with Shiloh 52. Remaining in the fourth quarter. Brenton Call, Blake Shepard inside to Zach Davis. Davis drops it off to Tristan Treadle for the and one. Jack Eaton charged with his fourth personal foul for Huntsville. 5 team fouls now against the Eagles. And now Davis a chance at an old, now Trundle a chance at an old-fashioned three. Trundle's free throw attempt on the way, rattles out, no good. 4:43 remaining in the fourth quarter. Pea Ridge up on Huntsville, 56-54. Back and forth we go. Ball goes right wing to Jack Eaton. Up top to River Gosfinger. Gosfinger into the paint. And he'll go to the free throw line. No, think that it was on the drive. Foul charges number 33, Zach Davis. That's Davis's 4th personal foul for Pea Ridge, 17 fouls now against the Blackhawks. Nick Hardy
To the line for Huntsville, number 12,
will be back
River
in
Gospel.
for Pea Ridge. Hardy replacing Davis. And River Gospel are at the line with a 1-and-1 opportunity. Gospel's first shot on the way. Good, he'll get the bonus. Gospel's second free throw attempt ties the game. River Gospel is now 3 out of 6 from the free throw line. 17 points on the game for the junior Gospel. Huntsville and Pea Ridge are tied at 56 all, 4:20 remain fourth quarter. Nick Hardy, three-pointer of Blake Shepard, no good. Rebound, Jack Eaton for Huntsville. On it goes to River Gospel. Gospel to the paint, Gospel all the way in, yes! River Gospel, 19 points on the game now. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 58-56, 3:55 remains in the fourth. Nick Hardy with possession. On to Joey Hall. Hall backs it up to the timeline now. Joey Hall around the little screen. Hall still with it. Almost lost it. Left wing now, Nick Hardy. Hardy driving, shooting, no good. Tristan Trundle with the board number. Jose Aguilar pulls it for Huntsville. And here comes River Gospel slowly into the full court for the Eagles. Right wing now to Jack Eaton. Up top, back to Gospel. Left free throw line extended, Christian Kane. Up on the point, Eaton. Left side now, Caleb Kirk. Towards the left corner now, Kane. Back up top to Kirk, right back to Kane. 3:10 remains in the fourth. 2-point lead for Huntsville over Pea Ridge, 58-56. Kirk with possession now. Crosses it over now, River Gospel. Right free throw line extended, Jack Eaton. Back now to Christian Kane up top to Gospel. Right wing now, Eaton into Jose Aguilar. Aguilar goes to work. Aguilar backs it out now. Back down to Eaton. Up top, Gospel. Gospel, Eaton now. Free throw line extended. Back now, Gospel. River Gospel. Eaton now. On to Christian Kane. Kane. Crosses it back down to Jack Eaton with 2:27 remaining in the fourth. Caleb Kirk on to River Gospel. Gospel, Jack Eaton back now to Gospel. Eagles playing a little game of keep away here. 2:12 remaining in the fourth. Christian Kane with possession. On to Gospel. River Gospel driving all the way in. Yes! River Gospel 21 points on the game. Timeout. Full timeout point for Pea Ridge. We'll take it along with them. 2 minutes even remaining in the fourth. 60-56 lead for Huntsville over Pea Ridge. We're back in just a second. This is Eagle basketball on Madison County Cable. Two minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Here in Springdale, championship game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. 60-56 the lead for Huntsville over Pea Ridge. Here's Joey Hall bringing it into the forecourt for the Blackhawks. Right side of the floor now. Zach Davis, ball's reversed. Now to Blake Shepard. Shepard. On it goes to Hall. To Davis now. Davis into the paint. On to Shepard. Shepard to Davis. Back between the circles now, Weston Church. Church looking to drive. Church stops, pops. No good. Rebound made by the Hawks. Shot up good. Britton Cottle. Britton Cottle with 9 points on the game now. Huntsville leads Pea Ridge 60-58. 1:20 remains here in the fourth quarter. River Gospel head now to Jack Eaton. Eaton needing some help now. Eaton drops it off to River Gospel. Gospel keeping possession. Right free throw line side to Eaton. Right back to Gospel. 60 seconds remaining in the fourth. Eagles leading by 2. Foul called on Joey Hall for Pea Ridge. That's Hall's third personal foul. They're now 18 fouls against the Blackhawks. And now we'll send River Gosfinger to the line with a 1-and-1. Gosfinger's first shot on the way. Yes, he'll get the bonus. Gosfinger's bonus free throw attempt. On the way, rattles, home! Timeout taken with Jim Stafford for Huntsville. Full timeout taken with Jim Stafford. Will take it with him. 59 seconds remaining in the fourth. Huntsville leads period 62-58. We're back in just a second. This is Eagle basketball, Madison County Cable. .59 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter here at Shiloh Christian Schools in Springdale. Championship game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. It's the Huntsville Eagles up on the Pea Ridge Blackhawks, 62-58. Blake Shepard will inbound it for Pea Ridge. He can run the baseline. The timeout was taken immediately after a made shot. And play to Weston Church. That now to Joey Hall. Hall on in the full court against River Gosfinger. Huntsville staying man-to-man defensively. Hall on to Joey Davis, to Zach Davis. Now comes up top, Britton Cottle. Cottle looking to drive. Cottle off shot, comes 18, good. Blake Shepard with 2 points on the game now. And a foul detected against Blake Shepard for Pea Ridge. His fourth personal foul. 19 fouls now against the Blackhawks. And River Gosfinger at the line with a 1-and-1. Gosfinger's first shot on the way. Good, he'll get the bonus. Gosfinger's second shot, good as well. 25 points on the game now for the junior. 64-60 lead now for Huntsville over Pea Ridge. 33 seconds remaining in the fourth. Here's Blake Shepard with it for the Blackhawks. Steps right side of the floor now to Zach Davis. Davis is covered. On now to Weston Church. Church needing some help. Ball tipped away. Takes it! Payne will pull it out! On to Caleb Cook and fouled! Blake Shepard has just fouled out. That's his fifth personal. More importantly, that's the 10th team foul against the Hawks. Blake Shepard finishes the night with 2 points. And Trent Lloyd has 20 seconds for substitution. All right, and here comes Nick Hardy back in the game for the Hawks. And so Caleb Kirk will step to the line with 2 free throw attempts. Kirk's first shot on the way. True! Kirk's second shot on the way. True. 24 points now for the senior. 66-60 lead for Huntsville over Pea Ridge. 12 seconds. Joey Hall with possession. Hall to the basket. Scores it. Joey Hall now with 18 points on the game, and that's the last timeout for Trent Lloyd for Pea Ridge. It's a full. We'll take it with him. 6.3 remaining in the fourth. 66-62 lead for Huntsville over Pea Ridge. We'll be back in just a second. This is Eagle basketball, Madison County Cable. 6.3 seconds remaining in the fourth, 66-62 lead for Huntsville over Pea Ridge. The Blackhawks are out of timeouts. Huntsville has a full and 2 30-second timeouts remaining. Jack Eaton can run the baseline. Timeout was taken immediately after a made basket. Eaton in play to River Gosfiner. Gosfiner in the forward court. A little push from behind. Joey Hall is charged with his fourth personal foul for Pea Ridge. And that sends River Gosfiner to the line with 2 free throw attempts. First shot by Gosfiner, no good. Here comes Zach Davis and Brent Cottle back in the game for Pea Ridge. Second shot by Gosfiner on the way. Good, he has 26 points on the game now. 67-62 lead, 2 seconds. Shot up. Good if it goes, it's not. And the Huntsville Eagles win the 1-4A Senior High District Tournament along with the regular season conference championship, 67-62 over the Pea Ridge Blackhawks. We'll stay on the court for the trophy presentations.
Before we recognize the tournament runner-up and champions, we want to once again recognize Huntsville Eagles for being the 2015 1-4A conference champions in the regular season.
Huntsville retaining the regular season conference championship trophy. Pea Ridge now receiving the district tournament runner-up trophy.
And once again, we would like to congratulate this year's 1-4A district
31,
champions.
35. And the Huntsville Eagles claim the district tournament championship. Here's the final scoring summary here for the 1-4A championship game. First for the Pea Ridge Blackhawks, they were led by Joey Hall. He had 18 points. 15 points for Weston Church. 9 points for Britton Cottle. 7 for Nick Hardy. 5 points for Tristan Trundle. 4 points for Zach Davis. 2 points each for Blaze Shepard and Lance Buttry. For Huntsville, they were led by River Gosfiner. He had 26 points on the night. 24 points for Caleb Kirk. 8 points for Jose Aguilar. 7 for Jack Eaton. And 2 for Christian Kane. The Huntsville Eagles win the 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. The Eagles are now 28-2 overall. And Huntsville will play the first game at the 4A North Regional in Pottsville this Wednesday night, February the 25th. There'll be a 5:30 start time. They'll play the number 4 seed from the 4-4A conference. That will be either Dardanelle or Ozark. So for Charles Cookie Coger, this is Scott Thomas wishing you a good evening from Shiloh Christian Schools in Springdale. Final score once again here in the championship game of the 2015 1-4A Senior High District Tournament. It's the Huntsville Eagles 67 and the Pea Ridge Blackhawks 62. And we'll talk to you from Pottsville next Wednesday. This has been Madison County Cable's coverage of Huntsville Eagle basketball.